we've been having some after work, during work discussions about some things that they want to change, like in my area, like where I work with the guys out here, and basically the guys out here have some gripes about the things in here, and I'm sure vice versa. So I said, well, before this goes on any further, I think we need to, have a meeting and let everybody know, because this isn't going in a good direction. Some of your guys' feelings, and, rightfully so, or whatever. I mean, you're allowed to feel whatever way you want. But if we don't get all this shit out on the table, this is becoming toxic very quickly. And that's why I am so forthcoming and transparent about shit. Like, I'm going to look at a place today, and I showed my boss first thing in the morning. I said, I'm just letting you know, I want to show you, so, because I would be like, this dude's probably taking off, you know what I mean? And, showing people the proof is, is a lot better than, I don't know, just if it's the truth, it's the truth. But nobody seems too receptive about the idea. And that's fine too. I mean, you don't have to do anything. But nothing's going to change. In fact, no, things are going to change. They're going to get worse. So, whether you're in a relationship, I don't let things fucking pile up, and then you have this internal combustion of, the next time this fucking dude leaves the seat up, I'm gonna let him know, and, he doesn't wear his seatbelt when he drives, and he's gonna get my insurance, whatever the fucking thing is, you know what I mean? Bring the shit up. It's valid. You're entitled to have whatever feelings you want about whatever you want, rational or irrational. I mean, you can't control people's things, but what you can control is your feelings and your level of transparency and your level of, well, I've said everything that I've needed to say. I've said everything that I needed to say, and I've communicated this shit in a, positive way without fucking losing my shit or whatever. And that's what I was just trying to say. This is going on. I'm always taking out the trash and cleaning this area after people, and they're leaving sugar out on the fucking table, and it's the same person. And instead of addressing everybody, instead of addressing everybody, you gotta, that's another thing I see people do in business, and I think that that's a big mistake, is they go to the group. Go to the person you think's doing it, and just, you ain't gotta slap them, but it's like, this dude's making a mess over here, and pretty much everybody knows who it is. Well, go talk to them, As a manager, I'm gonna go talk to them and go, hey bro, can I pull you aside for a second? Hey, every time you go in there and every time you leave, there's stuff all over the place. I don't know if you're aware of it. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I don't know. But if you're gonna go in there, and I just, I need you to clean up after yourself, you know what I mean? Or, we're gonna have fucking ants and bugs and shit, and I'm not gonna clean up after you, you know what I mean? I don't know if you're aware of it, or maybe you don't think, it's a big deal or whatever, but I'm just letting you know, I need you to tighten that area up. I'm not saying it, to single you out or pick on you, but you're the only one that I notice when I leave. When you leave, and I've gone in there before you, and you come in right after me, and I go back to grab a napkin, this shit is going on, and it's consecutive, so, and, whatever, and just go from there, but I just don't allow things to get this and that. And that's one thing I used to do with my ex all the time. I would say, yeah, I gotta talk to you about this. Do you have anything you want to talk to me about? Is there anything that I could do differently? It's not always, this is mine, me. It's, I encourage, feedback from that person too. You know what I mean? Even if it's not even related to whatever, it lets them know that you're, and I'm not saying to do it in a fucking mind fuck way, do it in a real way where you know, maybe there is something you're doing and maybe you need to open, if you really want change, open yourself up to that idea of, well, let me try to, it's not always how I see things. How could I try to internalize, how are they seeing things? Could they be seeing things in a different light? Are they being selfish? Maybe they are. Maybe they're being a fucking dickhead. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're just being a fucking selfish, narcissistic piece of shit. I mean, it's very possible. But in order for this to have an ending that works out for not just the benefit of me and not just for the benefit of them, but maybe for both of us and everyone, I need to be able to look at it with an honest, you know, heart and go, I can see how they would think that. And don't get me wrong, there's times where you're gonna go, you know, I don't know what the fuck this person's even talking about, but whatever, I guess this is their way of just, you know, whatever. But if it's something that's complete and utter bullshit, then it needs to be addressed. That'd be a whole nother video. But at work, I do not let no toxic, you know, bullshit into my domain. You know what I mean? That shit ain't coming into my life.